In terms of regular care, plan to water your Areca palm whenever the starts to dry out. To keep outdoor palms healthy, it's especially important to keep them hydrated during hot and dry weather conditions. Indoor palms often don't receive enough light unless they are placed near a very bright window, so it can benefit your palm to bring it outdoors in warm weather to be exposed to diffuse sunlight. Feed indoor and outdoor palms throughout the growing season. These palms don't need much in the way of pruning or trimming. Wait to remove any dying fronds until they are mostly brown, as they still can play a role in photosynthesis. If we are talking about light requirements of Areca palm, outdoors these plants like bright filtered sunlight, but they also can tolerate full sun. Indoors, Areca palms do best with bright light exposure from a south or west facing window. If we talk about soil, for potted indoor plants, a well draining peat based potting mix is perfect. Outdoor specimens do best with a rich, slightly acidic soil that has very good drainage. Amending with sand and peat moss might be necessary to improve porousness and lower soil pH. And if we look into watering requirement, like many palms, Areca palms like moist soil, but they are sensitive to overwatering and cannot tolerate being waterlogged or sitting in a water saturated potting mix. So let the soil or potting mix dry out slightly between waterings. Areca palms also are sensitive to fluoridated water, so use distilled water or collect rainwater. Rainwater is good water, or you can say a fertilizer, a type of fertilizer for your plants. How rainwater works for our plants, there are a complete video in both English and Hindi available on my channel, so you may go through. If we are talking about temperature and humidity, indoors or outdoors, this plant does best in average temperature of 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. It will do fine planted in the garden in rains where outdoor temperatures don't dip below about 50 degrees Fahrenheit. If we look about fertilizer, the Areca palm is a heavy feeder and requires fertilizing from spring to early fall with a liquid fertilizer. Follow You can fertilize your Areca palm with homemade fertilizer. Always choose homemade fertilizer or give first preference of organic or homemade fertilizer for your Areca palm. If we are talking about the common problems with Areca palm, although the plant can be easy to care for, it's prone to one particular issue that happens to both indoor and outdoor Areca palms. Keep an eye out for leaf tip burn. Leaf tip burn means the tips and leaves have turned yellow or brown. This can be caused by chilled air, overwatering, underwatering, poor soil conditions, compacted roots. The Areca palm is self cleaning, which means it typically will shed its brown fronds on its own. For an indoor Areca palm, it might be best to first amend the soil to make sure it's draining well and the roots are not sitting in water, or move the pot to a spot with less light and higher humidity. Thank you.